Hello YouTubers, welcome back to another episode of Finding Freedom, and today we're talking about freedom for stray animals. Hello people of YouTube, welcome back. It's a bit of a stormy day here in Portugal, so perfect weather for sitting in and making a YouTube video. So we are currently in the southwest of Portugal, not too far from Sagres, if you know where that is. And we're just kind of trying to sit out the storm here a little bit. It's not too bad. I mean, it's just like another day in Wales, really, I suppose. So last night we accidentally bumped into Richard from Beyond the Van. If you are a bit of a van life YouTube fanatic, you might know who he is. You can check him out, just search for Beyond the Van. And also the Indie Projects did a tour of his van, so if you search for the Indie Projects you'll also find a lovely tour of his van there too. And let me tell you, it is an amazing van. We sat in it last night for pizza and port, and it was like being in a little log cabin. It was amazing. It was like being in a cottage. Not jealous, of course, at all in any way of his absolute palace on wheels, but that's not why we're here today. And today we're here to talk about adopting dogs and puppies, in particular stray ones, when you're traveling Spain, Portugal, maybe France, anywhere in Europe really. And a lot of people will, if you sort of write on forums and Facebook and stuff, make you believe that it is really hard to do, but it's actually really, really easy. Of course you can go to a dog sanctuary and get it all done for you and pay a fee, and that's fine. But if, like us, you have stumbled upon a stray dog or a stray puppy and decide that you want to keep it, it really is the easiest thing. So if you watched our last video, our little surprise update, you might know that we did find the puppy in Spain. It was in a beach near a place called Chipiona, and I'd gone out for a walk in the morning. I don't usually do that, but I was getting a bit of cabin fever, to be honest, and I just fancied getting up early and going out for a walk. I took Buster with me and we did that. We just went for a walk along the beachfront, along the wooden decking, and then when we got so far we turned around onto the beach and started to walk back. And Buster, being Buster, saw sand dunes and thought that there might be rabbits in there, which he loves to chase. He doesn't like to hurt them, he likes to sniff their bums, but he likes it anyway, nonetheless. And when he gets in that mode, he just doesn't come back. So I'm there shouting like a complete lunatic for Buster to come back, and he wouldn't. So I decided, okay, I'm going to have to go into the sand dunes after him now. So I walked off into the sand dunes, and I heard this little whimpering cry coming from a bush. And as I got closer, I thought, oh my God, it's a puppy. So I ran over to him, and he looked quite excited to see that I was coming to his aid, to be fair. And his little face was just poking out of the bushes, getting a bit waggy-tailed. And I scooped him up in my arms and I carried him back to the van, and he was absolutely covered in cactus thorns. If you've ever been to Europe, you might have seen the prickly pear cactuses, and they've got these really long, they can be about like that long, some of the cactus pins. And they were all over his chest, in his arms, and actually he had one that was about 1.5 inches through his paw and up his wrist, which might have been painful. I imagine it would have been. And he was really hungry and really thirsty and really tired, and he was absolutely covered in fleas and ticks, and the whites of his eyes were completely red. So I don't know how long he'd been there, but either way, me and Dave went back and we tried to find maybe a mother dog, which we couldn't find. We tried to find more puppies, which we couldn't find. We couldn't really see anyone around looking for a puppy. I mean, it was early in the morning, so I don't know who would have took their puppy out that early and had it lost in enough time for it to get in such a state. So we tried to call a rescue centre called Chippy Dog, which was the local dog charity rescue centre in that area, and we called a few times and they didn't answer. So and that day we had decided that we had to go. We had things to do, we had places to be, we had other people with us that we were travelling with, so we had an option. It was leave him in the bushes or take him with us. And it was a bit of a no-brainer. We just took him with us. And then we decided that we were going to keep him because he was just way too sweet. And, why would we want to give him over to a dog's home just to have him rehomed when we could be the home? It's not really going to hurt us. So we did it. We've done it. So the next day we took him to the vets and we had him flead and wormed. The vets that we went to in Spain couldn't really speak any English and we couldn't really speak any Spanish. So we thought, you know what, while we're here, we'll get the fleeing and the worming done, but we'll save the passport until we find a place where we can communicate better. So we fleed him and wormed him, and also we fleed and wormed Buster because there might have been some contamination there. And that cost €27 altogether, which I don't think is too bad. I thought that was okay. And then we decided, once we got to Portugal, we would get him all his other stuff done. So in the meantime, I was searching on the internet about, how much it might cost and about taking him back to the UK, what the laws were. Shush, Buster, now, it's okay. What the laws were, and all kinds of things come up. A lot of negative stuff like, oh, you can't do it because of this, because of that. You need blood tests, blah blah blah. He might be a dangerous dog breed and all this. So I thought, you know what, fuck it. I'm not going to listen to any of this crap that's coming up on the internet. I'm just going to go to the vet. I'm going to see what's what, and I'm going to go from there. So we found a vet. I'm not sure where it was. It was just on the border of Portugal, and we took him in. And since getting fleed, and this was a week later to getting all his other bits and bobs done, he'd actually put on 3 kilograms. So he's going to be a pretty big dog, it turns out. So anyway, we went to the vets, and all in the same day, within an hour, we had him vaccinated. So that's his puppy vaccinations. We had him rabies vaccinated. We had him microchipped, and we got the passport done. And we were out of there, and it cost, let me tell you, it cost €98.50. So that is for the passport and all the vaccinations and the microchip and even the consultation fee. It comes to €98. So if you were going to get a passport in the UK, you'd pay that probably just for the passport, and you definitely wouldn't get it on the same day. You have to wait like a week for them to send off something for this to happen. So the passport itself, just the booklet, which we have here, it's actually got a Portuguese passport. That cost €19.50 for that. In the UK, they charge you an extortionate amount of money. The consultation fee was €15. In the UK, it's probably double that, maybe £25. So he is officially a Spanish dog with a Portuguese passport and British parents. So I think that's pretty cool. So if you ever go to Spain or Portugal and you find a stray dog or a stray puppy and you don't know what to do with it, you can adopt it. It's really, really easy. A lot of people will tell you a lot of stuff about the rabies vaccinations, like, oh, they need blood tests, they need this, they need that. Actually, the truth of the matter is, once you get the rabies vaccination, which lasts 3 years, you have to wait 21 days for that to take effect before you can head back to the UK. And that I know that for a fact because we've done it, and we will be going back soon. And so the truth is here. Also, before you head back home, you will need to get your dogs health checked and wormed 2 to 5 days before you cross the border back into the UK. But he's ours now. He's fully ours. We checked him when we were at the vets to see if he had any other microchips, just in case someone had lost him or whatever, but he had nothing. And he's growing fast. So we called him Bruce. His name is Bruce. And he's here. He's actually sleeping at the moment. I will try and put the camera down so you can see him. He is super sweet. Obviously, he's got the traits of a puppy, and he likes to get up in the night to go out for a wee. And he's a bit hyperactive sometimes, but it's all good. It's nice. It's made the trip a little bit better. Oh, we've gone all dark all of a sudden. It's made the trip a lot more fun. So yeah, you can do it. You can definitely do it if you come to Spain or Portugal. You can definitely do it. it's a really nice thing to do. I mean, there's so many stray dogs here apparently that end up going to rescue centres, and if they don't go to rescue centres, they go to dog, I don't know what you'd call them, kennels, where they are destroyed. You know, after a week, they have a week and then they're destroyed. You know, they're put down, and they could be a really good dog. I mean, Bruce has such a good temperament. He's so friendly and so nice. I mean, I couldn't bear to think of him now, you know, stuck out in the wild in some bush somewhere, you know, maybe starving to death or something like that. He's so lovely. I'm so glad we found him. So I thought that might be a bit informational if you did come across the same situation. And if you have any questions or you have any comments or you want to know any other information, wow, we've gone all dark, leave some comments below. You know, you can ask anything you want to know about maybe adopting a dog, or maybe not even about the dog, maybe van life stuff. You can ask us that and we'll get back to you. So if you haven't already, maybe you can like and subscribe. We'll put some more videos up soon. I think next I'm going to put a video up about how we find places to park when we are travelling, because that seems to be a bit of a hot topic. So see you soon. Peace out. Take care. There's Richard's van in the rain. Look how beautiful it is. Damn you, Richard. Damn you.